Hi everyone, it's Karen Harper with Stampin' with Karen J, and I'm here with another fun video on showcasing what we can do with our sponge foam sprayers, some ink pads, and this gorgeous new designer series paper from Stampin' Up that you can get for free. Yes, I said free with the Stampin' Up celebration promotion that's going on. There's a second promotional little catalog that came out. This is the second series, and in here you have three different sections. You can get a beautiful stamp set here that's called the Eclectic Expressions, and then over on this side you can get the Blossoming Basket Bundle, which comes with an embossing folder, texture embossing folder. And then in the center, oh my gosh, this paper is just beautiful. It's the Springtime Foil Specialty Designer Paper. And you get 12 sheets in this pack, and it's free with a $50 order. And of course, I just had to have some of that for myself. And here it is in this paper pack. I can take it out and show you what all is in here. And these are full cardstock papers. So I'm going to be using these dots today. So you get 3 of those. And then you have these, the leaves. You get 3 of those. Stripes. Oh, before I go on, these dots are kind of like a copper tone. And then the leaves are silver and gold. The stripes are all silver. You get 3 of those. And then these beautiful flowers that are in, I think they're the copper and the gold also. And you can color on these papers with the new Stampin' Blends, the alcohol markers that Stampin' Up! Has come out with. And I have other cards with coloring that I've done on them, and it just comes out beautiful. But today I'm going to be showcasing a card that I'm casing actually from a gal I know in Facebook land, Dina, with the Creativity Cave. And she did this card on her Facebook Live, and of course I just had to try it. So we're going to be using Bermuda Bay cardstock, cut in half, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're using vanilla, the very vanilla. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I just die cut some of the dragonflies from the dragonfly thinlets in our annual catalog. And I also made the little frame, like it's on this card, with the square framelets. And then I just used a sheet of Pool Party for the message, the greeting. So let's get started here. So I'm just going to attach my vanilla to my card base. There we go. And that's all done. Oops. And I am missing the foil. So let me get that out of this one. This is going to be part of a free make and take that I'm doing for a big Stampin' and Scrappin' Day on Saturday, this coming Saturday, March 3rd. It's going to be a great day. We've got 25 ladies coming and spending the full day scrapbooking and card making, and this is just one of the 3 free make and takes that I have for everybody. So this layer with the dots is 5 by 3 3/4 across the top. Okay, and what we are going to do is start with these 3 colors. So I have Pool Party and the sponge brayer, and then I have Bermuda Bay that matches the card base and the sponge brayer. And for our darkest color, I have Island Indigo. So I'm going to start with the lightest color, Pool Party. Just going to move these out of the way. And one of the techniques or strategies with using any kind of a brayer sponging technique is you rub the brayer on the ink pad going in the same direction, getting the sponge loaded up with ink. And for this card, I'm going to just change it up a little bit, and we'll still have the ombre effect with the blues, but I'm actually going to go diagonal. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. And you just keep re-inking, get it nicely loaded. And you want to make sure all the ink goes on the card. If you just keep going back and forth, it will just ink in the same direction. Okay, so I've got some ink on there, and I can always come back later if I want to add more ink. So I'm just going to close that up and set that aside. Go to my middle color of Bermuda Bay. Load up that sponge. I'm using 3 different sponges so that we don't mix colors, and they're so easy to clean. You just rinse them under water and, well, they just come nice and clean. I'm just gonna put that on there. This one I bet you can see. Hopefully I'm in the camera here. Get that loaded up. Then I'll go with the darkest color. Here I'm using a brand new sponge brayer. You can see it getting filled with the ink. And this is the darkest color, Island Indigo. Okay, I'll do this part. Still keeping with going in the same direction. I'm gonna get some more in this corner over here. There we go. Okay, and now I just want to go back with the lightest color of Pool Party. I'm just gonna go over the whole thing. Maybe blend a little bit more. Oops. There we go. And the bells you're hearing is my dog Harley telling me he wants to go outside. He's ringing the bells, but he's got to have to wait a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to use a little bit of my glue. That way if I need to reposition, it's easier. Okay, let's get that on the card. Okay. Oh, let's get that rubbed in very nicely. Okay. There we go. That's just beautiful. Then I'm just going to take a little bit more. Oh, and I kind of skipped a little bit of a step here by laying that ombre piece down right away. I forgot, but I think I'll be able to fix it. I'm just going to lay this square down on the diagonal. And then I'll just set that there for a second. I will do some more stamping with the Island Indigo, and I'm using the Thank You from the Petal Palette stamp set, this one right here. I'm just going to stamp that off to the right. There we go, perfect. And now I'm just going to trim a little bit of that piece and flag it like a banner. Oh. All right, I'm gonna have to be interrupted because Harley needs to go out. Okay, I'm back. It's just a second, thank goodness we weren't far apart from each other. Okay. Oh, and I thought I have some dimensionals. I would like to lay down, oh, right here, I have my dimensionals. I'll just go ahead and add 2 of those to my little greeting, and those will be ready to go. Okay, now hopefully this is good enough. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to trim away right there and right there. So those out of the way. Okay, and I'm just going to take a little bit more of the Tombow and add, oops, just a little bit of the glue, just a tiny bit there to the center section of his body, and I'm going to lay him down on a diagonal too. Just get him down and peel off the dimensional backings and add that layer right on top. And there you have it, a very simple but oh so beautiful card, just with sponging with the sponge brayers. And I would add a layer on the inside, and we can do any more stamping on the inside too. But that would just make a beautiful card to give someone. So I hope you enjoyed that card and are interested in maybe trying something like that for yourself. I always like creating different backgrounds with the inks that we have. They just are so beautiful, and these foil papers just lend themselves beautifully to this. Let me show you another card that I did. This is with the Stampin' Blends markers, and I used Bermuda Bay on one and Rich Razzleberry on the other. So this one was with the leaf pattern paper, and I just colored with the light Rich Razzleberry Blends marker, and on the flowers I just fussy cut those out, and I colored with light and dark Rich Razzleberry and light and dark Old Olive markers. And then this is with the Bermuda Bay. I used the light Bermuda Bay marker, light and dark Bermuda Bay markers, and light and dark Old Olive markers on this, and just creates most beautiful cards. So I hope you like those. There you go. And if you are ever interested in any ordering products from me, I'd be happy to help you, or you could just go online and go to karen.harper@stampinup.net. Look for me on Facebook with Stampin' with Karen J, and I do post a lot of my card samples on my Facebook page, and I have my demonstrator website set up too, where I post my pictures of cards and upcoming events on my calendar. So maybe you'll be able to check those out one day for yourself and try some of these ideas, and let me know what you think. I'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks everybody. Bye.